Hey guys, 56 here, and I've got something very cool to show you all. Today I will be showing you my HRC logging macro and how it works. It's quite simple actually, despite the 470 lines of code and 2 user forms it has to have. So basically, what it does is it's intended for an HRC, which is a hacker report channel in Skype for banning Minecraft hackers. So how the HRC works is that a reporter will report someone saying, hey, I think MA569 and A1 Kits is hacking, or Thomas926 in C7EUHG is speeding around, and then a moderator will hop into the game, take a look at the player, and determine whether or not that player was hacking. And if the player was hacking, of course, the moderator bans him, and then in the chat, the Skype chat that is, they copy the IGN by the reporter, paste it into their chat to get the copied quote text Skype format, write their verdict, i.e. clean or banned, and that's basically it. And of course there's a few things like if the player leaves or was auto banned, the moderators can't, nothing's perfect, but we're all human. And so anyways, that's what this is for. This is to log all of that because, for example, the MCPVP hacker report channel has these stats: 1,883 reports with 1,426 bans. That is a lot of, and that's across the past 20 days, 30 days. And that's a lot of stuff to record by hand. And so this macro is basically going to do all that. All 1,883 reports are being logged, and they are across 5 different chats, of which I'm basically just going to give you a quick rundown on how it works, just because I think it's pretty cool, and I think you all would too. So basically what you do is you need to get the Skype log viewer LGG version 1.1 as it is currently. There will be a link in the description to it, and then you simply just export the Skype log into a notepad text file, and then copy and paste it in here. And yes, these are Skype names here in the blurred text, so that's why it's blurred out. But anyways, this is the entire Skype log. As you can see in the left here, there's the date, and in the middle here, there's the Skype name, and the right, there's the report. Now then, there's a few syntaxes with how the quote works, which is why I'm able to use this system, and this system works perfectly, as with a little bit of code I can find and locate the hacker's IGN, or the reported hacker's IGN, the reporter's Skype username, and the verdict of the moderator. And so what you do is you click log reports, and MCPVP has a B1, B2, B3, B4 currently, and this is the B2 chat. You click log, then another text box comes up that says logging reports, and it's going to take a bit to initialize, and then it's going to show a progress bar, and this is pretty cool. I love this thing. And then when it finishes, it says reports logged, clears the area, because you have 5 chats. That's just to help. And so then you go over to the compiled reports list, and here in B2 there's all these. I've already done B3, B4, and B1 and A to the far left over there. So then what you do is, actually, here's A, B1, A, B1, B2. Again, these are all Skype names, so sorry for the blur. Then you go and press sort, and what it will do is it will sort all of the reports A to Z, and you can see in the B2 this bit changed a bit. These were already sorted. And then you can do count bands, count the other bands, but I had already done that, so that was the values for this one, which is still pretty impressive. 1,400 bands in total. Remember, that's 1,400 people that are not annoying other people. And then you can tally individual reports. And that's probably the coolest feature ever. Well, coolest feature in here that I've made. And the names is going to have all of the Skype log reporters and their reports, their clean tally and their ban tally. And that's basically the summary on how it works. You can easily see who's got which reports and who's got well, the person, the reporter, how many reports they have, the clean, their bans. And as you can see, some people are doing pretty well off. There's, 16 to clean, unfortunately. This guy's got 112 and 92, well, 112 total reports, but 92 bans. It's 92 people that aren't ruining other people's games by cheating. And so with this, the main advantage of this is for these B reporters here, B1, 2, 3, 4, as they can be promoted to A once they've gotten to a threshold, which I am not releasing. As if you just take a subjective approach where you say, oh, I think this dude, he's doing all right. I mean, he's got, a handful of bans, and I think he's pretty accurate, but you don't know exactly how many he has. It might end up that he just had, 5 or 6 in the past day or two, and you thought he had more than 16, or this guy, for example, he had a bunch, and then I think he had exams or something happened, and so the previous time I logged this, he had 180, I think. So he didn't go up in the past as much in the past couple days as he did before, but he still got tons, and and this is really great to have. But if you don't have data, then you can't verify that as well. So now I'm just gonna skip back to the Skype log so you don't have to deal with the blur. And now, as I mentioned in my Giraffes Craft Chat copyright video, I hadn't actually made something myself that was, big. So when I was saying that I feel pro-distribution of creative goods, it was a bit insincere, so to speak, because I hadn't, created something to distribute. But now I have, and I am planning to distribute this program as well as the whole HRC system, because it is a great way for servers to ban hackers. It's not like MCPVP has a copyright on it, and if they did, that would be very bad, because it is so great for reporting, getting hackers banned. So in the description, there are going to be 3 files. Actually, well, 3. The first file is the first link is going to be a link to download the Skype log viewer LGG version 1.1, and is developed by a guy named Greg, I believe. And I don't know his last name. And so that's the system, that's the system I was using, and it has all the correct syntaxes for this. And so if you use that, you won't have any problems. You could just use it. You just click log reports, it'll show up, and you can pick it. You can even just tailor them to A, B1, B2, B3, B4, or if you just have A, B1, B2, and then you can just never record B3, B4, and it'll this won't affect anything. And you can just do that if you accidentally clicked it. But let's see what else. The second file is going to be this basic Excel template. I'm going to write a few things in here on how they work, just as a quick refresher in case. And the third link will be to the module as well as the 2 user forms for this, and that module and the 2 user forms contain everything that this macro uses. It's for anyone who wants to see the inner workings of it, or wants to tailor it themselves. Perhaps you've got you only have 2 chats and you don't want to have the B2, B3, B4, or you want to name them something else. You have that option. But also you can definitely send me an email, ma56nin@hotmail.com, and I will gladly explain a couple things what to do, or if you're lost. Anyways, with that, it's been ma56nin. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've loved making this code and writing this macro, and so please leave a like, subscribe to the videos if you like this, and see you around. Ciao.